Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fencer, Princess, SoundCloud, SoundCloud. Don't forget to check out my music just right there. Just Google it just right there. You'll see my projects and listen to my music. Some cool stuff. Um, it's on Google, and all kind of internet radio stations. Anyway, it's another excerpt from the NBA's Fixed. We're talking about Tim Duncan. Talk about athletes who are gay, because there's a rumor that Tim Duncan was gay now. Think about when I read this story. Tim Duncan has had a girlfriend since 2014. She hosts parties, and she was on The Amazing Race and came in fourth. Forgot what her name is, but so he's had himself, another woman, but his wife is claiming that he's a homosexual, and his teammates are like, I don't believe it. Now, listen, we have to understand when it comes to these high-profile cases, when it comes to divorce in these high-profile cases, that the person who is filing for divorce, we have to look at like, I'm not a lawyer. We have to look at, okay, you have all your monies, alimony, palimony, and all the monies are out there, and you got your child support, and he's got, 2 or 3 kids by her, and you have all of that comes into play. Then you have the lifestyle that they lived, and being that he was a high-profile player who is no longer playing, by the way, he's still getting a check, but he's no longer playing. So you have this money that they have coming in, but it's different from what they did have coming in. So, and then you have the cost of the lawyers and the investigators and all that. Nonetheless, when you really start breaking it down and seeing how much these cases can cost you, when you look at the Michael Vick case, how much it cost him. When you look at Paul McCartney, how much it cost him when he got divorced. When you're looking at Tiger Woods and the ridiculous amount it cost him, I think Paul McCartney's was the most. These high-profile cases, when it comes to these divorces, it's Michael Vick didn't get divorced, but when you're looking at, I don't know if he did or didn't, but nonetheless, what I'm saying is there's so much that goes into that. So when they go into court and battle, because it is a battle, it's not like irreconcilable differences and that's it. It's, you did this to me, and and a woman's position is very powerful. It's because of the whole woman's movement that's going on now. There is no, you just can't shrug off what a woman says anymore, because they have a lot of power, because they have a lot of political power. They have a very strong voice because there's so many of them. They outnumber us, and so they can put somebody out of office real quick, because if they scream loud enough, they can really do some damage, and some of that is justified. Some of it is like why are we doing this? So if you don't understand a woman's power as far as how powerful they can be within the court systems, look at all the rapes that has been happening with the female school teachers, and look at how many of them pretty much walk away with a slap on the wrist, maybe 6 months. Then look and see what a male does it. They get 30 years mandatory. Okay. So when you're looking at their power, and you're looking at all that power in the court system, if she's saying that Tim Duncan is gay, even if it's not true, even if it's just alleged, it's just the fact that she's saying it and she's hurt by it. You guys see where I'm going with that? She's hurt by it. This is why she doesn't want to be married to him anymore. There was allegedly some guys who came and lived with him who were gay. This sounds a lot like what happened to Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy had Tevin Campbell and Johnny Gill living in the guest house. Goodbye. I got to learn to say goodbye. Tevin Tevin was the man. I found a love that you. Oh my God. So Tevin was the man, but he's supposed to be, him and Johnny Gill was supposed to be gay. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this short right here. I'm gonna do a part 3. It's your boy Tone 202.